Good evening. Today is Tuesday, June 22nd, 2021. Um, Today is day 44 of the Lambo credit repair program by the Credit Game, or sponsored by the Credit Game. I want to give an update as to where things are at this point. Um, but I think I want to first talk about, I think there was a comment or a link to a YouTube video that was placed in the comment section by Mike from the Credit Game. Uh, so apparently he wanted to, in that, by putting that link in there, he wanted to address some things that, or inaccuracies that he thought that I was probably putting out by these videos, which I don't think I've done anything inaccurate. I'm doing exactly what I was told when I got onto the program. So first of all, before I go into that, I want to say a couple of things. One, the people at the Credit Game University, I think they've always been very nice. The person that signed me up, I thought was very nice. People that I've contacted have been very professional through their emails, and the one phone call that I did get clarifying some information for the credit repair, they were very, very nice, very professional, and I appreciate them. So nothing negative to say about the people who are involved at all. Not even Mike. I mean, he seems very knowledgeable, a lot of information, really very thorough in the information that they provide. I think is really, really good stuff. I mean, you look at their program, you go to the mastermind, all the details of information that they have, I think are great. There's no question about that. So I don't have any issues about the program itself, the Credit Game program. What I've been doing is merely chronicling what's been happening with the Lambo program. Now, I know through the video that he has left on the link, he wanted to make it clear the distinction between the Credit Game University versus the vendor, which he doesn't mention at all. And I won't either. I think everyone who has made some comments, they know who the vendor of the program is. But, he wanted to make it clear that of what he does, and I certainly appreciate that. And wanted to make clear that about the Lambo program, the Maserati program. He also wanted to bring up the reviews that several people have left about the successes they've had. Now, I certainly looked at those reviews before I signed up to this program, as I couldn't find any other reviews anywhere else. It was just purely something that was attached to them. Anything else I looked at, I really just couldn't find. So, which is why I wanted to make this video, hoping that I was going to get great results and be able to share those great results with everyone who's watching. Now, I think that, I was a little bit, I wasn't mad. Things have to be really, really bad to make me mad. There's so many things that happen in your life. I've seen people go through, have death, lose a child. Man, that's some serious stuff. I mean, all this stuff, and you're frustrated by this or that, that's not a big deal. It's just not. And this situation doesn't make me mad or angry or anything like that. Lashing out, getting, I don't work that way. But what was interesting was that he actually kind of mimicked me. In the fact I'm saying it was day 32, and which I didn't understand that, because I think I'm a pretty nice person. I try to treat people very respectfully. I really like people. I see the glass half full. I like everybody. I try to really give off those vibes and that disposition. I think it's really important to try to engage people, especially for the work that I do. But I was really surprised that kind of mimicked me a little bit, because I don't think I've said anything negative about the program. I think I've been merely trying to talk about my experience with it, because there's a lot of money that we're putting on the line for this program. It's a lot of money that a lot of people don't have, or they're stretching their budget in order to provide, expecting to get results. Now, I think in this video, he wanted to make it clear that they don't do credit sweeps. Now, I've never asked for them to do a credit sweep. I've never said anything like that at all. What I was told, and I think everyone would back me up that's in the program, we were told that we would have 70% of our credit repaired within 45 days, right? Very, very strongly about that. Now, he may not be the vendor of the program, but there's a lot of times that the way, the energy, saying that, look, we've only got one seat left, one more Lambo program left, contact me now. We've only got one other seat left, or this for the Maserati program, whatever else. That was happening on a regular basis, right? Got me hook, line, and sinker, okay, for that program. And because I think Mike is very, very knowledgeable, I'm not going to take that away from him. But I think that what wasn't frustrated that he mimicked me. I was just kind of surprised by that. I understand the nature behind it. I mean, I wasn't trying to take a shot at this organization or anything like that. I do have to link it to the credit game because it's very, very hush hush, it seems, on the vendor. He doesn't even mention the vendor. Therefore, I'm not going to mention the vendor. So I was trying to be respectful, but the origination of that relationship between me and the vendor came from the credit game. I'm not knocking them. I haven't even gone through 45 days yet. That's supposed to be tomorrow. So I was kind of curious as to why on day 44, almost preemptive, for the fact that 45 days is tomorrow, right? And probably my results won't change from today because they certainly have not. A little bit shocked by that. So I, was a little perplexed by it, but not mad. I think that, almost made a comment that, if you, you're expected to get things off, you didn't put those things on in 45 days. Why would you think those things would come off in 45 days? Well, my situation was different because I did have identity theft. I don't know about everyone else's. I know a lot of people who've had, situations happen in their life that they're trying to correct and they just haven't been able to do that. I have one or two items that I would like to correct that happened a long time ago that just seem to not get off. But almost everything else on there, I think almost everything else on there is related to identity theft. So, so I heard the videos that he provided, and obviously we signed up. But to say that that no one expected to get these items off in 45 days now seems extremely disingenuous because that's not what got me here, right? Didn't get me here, didn't get a lot of you to sign up on the program, whether it's the Maserati, whether it's the Lambo program. There's a lot of money put on the line saying that the vendor has special software that can get these items removed, right? This is what we were all told. So I signed up, many of you signed up as well. I can't say what the finished results are because it's day 44. I don't know where things are going to land. And I'm not going to fully, give judgment on everything until it's fully through. He said, it's got to make sure you wait for the process to go through. I'm waiting for the process to go through. In fact, I've actually added days on there. I've discounted days from the actual start of, providing the ID and blah, blah, blah. I think I removed about 7 or 8 days from that, just to be fair, just to be completely fair, to allow the vendor enough time to be able to start the repair process. So I don't think I'm being unfair in any way. And I'm certainly not trying to mimic him or anyone else. I'm not trying to be unprofessional about it. Really, I'm just trying to provide information that I didn't have before I decided to put $3,000 on the line, right? And I'm hoping that it can help someone else. Either it encourages them to get into the program if I have solid results, if they're looking to me to see how it's going to go good, better, and different, or to not sign up because they don't feel like it was helpful to me, and so maybe their profile could be similar to me, just by guess perhaps, and not sign up. Either way, I'm just trying to inform people on what happened, on what's happening to me when I sign up on the program, to help them make an educated decision. But in no way did I expect to have a credit sweep. It's not as if my credit repair is my credit's in disrepair. I mean, I do have a house. I have, a couple cars, whatever else. I have different things in my life. I think I have a good job and so forth. And it's more, it's not about your job or what you have or anything like that. It's more about what you're trying to accomplish, what you're trying to do. And everyone's in a different state of what they're trying to accomplish or what they're trying to do now or do later. They're trying to pave the road for the future or trying to make things happen now. But I think what I'm a little bit disturbed that there was a comment made and a video link made. I encourage all of you to go watch the video that he put on the link. As a matter of fact, I'm going to add it myself because it didn't seem, I was a little bit troubled by that. And I'll let all of you give your own opinions about how you feel that video went. I myself, I would be very hesitant after watching that video personally. And I'm not saying that to take a shot at him or anything like that. I just think it felt like that the video was anxiety filled and not the polished mic that you normally would see. But again, am I saying that the program hasn't worked yet? I haven't said that. I like to see the full 45 days go through, I hope that something happens. And you know what? If something was to happen, even at day 50, if all of a sudden I got the results, you know what? I'd still be happy and I would still say something. But I think that there was a lot of energy that was given to me or to anyone else who decided to put the money on the line to sign up for the program. So I don't know why we're losing energy now for someone who's just making a video, just chronicling their experience or video blogging their experience on the Lambo program. And if other people aren't signing up and not getting results, because there's a lot of people who left some comments that aren't getting results, then I think that's a challenge that should be, or something that should be discussed with the vendor. An opportunity for the credit game to talk to the vendor and look, are you getting the results? Because then in the video that he provided, he talks about how they've had great results. I think he said 90%. And then he mentioned all the people who are getting great results and whatever else. Now, I think the feedback could be very different for everyone else, right? Maybe I'm not getting the great results. Maybe someone else has gotten great results. I don't know. But you can look at my comment section on people who have been successful and not successful. I think if you kind of look at that Libra scale, I think it tilts very heavily to people who don't seem to have been getting the great results, perhaps. But in fairness, I don't know if there's trolls out there. Maybe there's people who just want to make some negative comments about the Lambo program or Maserati program or the credit game in general. I know there were some personal shots that was made against Mike. I'm not into that. I'm not subscribing to that. That's just mean and hateful, and I don't know the story, and I'm not even going to get into it. Again, I don't think they were unprofessional to me at any time. I think the information they provide on the credit game, it's really, really good stuff. They can't deny it. I mean, I'd be lying if I said that it's not good. It's actually really, really good stuff. But I wasn't signing up for that. However, I wasn't signing up for that. I was signing up for that Lambo program that stated that I could get 70% of my items that came through the negative, through the identity theft removed. And thus far, I've only had 2 or 3 items removed. So look, if this is Mike himself, if you're watching the video, I'm not sure if that was levied against me. I mean, that's certainly up to you to do that. I certainly don't have a personal attack against you. You're certainly welcome to call me. I'm sure you guys have my number. I enjoy having a conversation and finding out, what could happen, how best things could maybe get better if there's some way to do that for me and certainly others who are in the program, because there's other people who've come before me that may have had the results. I'd love to see everyone who, get better through this whole thing. So nonetheless, I sort of welcome that conversation. Again, I can't give a full review of this program until tomorrow, and I plan on doing it either tomorrow or probably on the day after, because I'm going to let the full 45 days run its track here, because Mike made the comment in there, you got to make sure you run its course. It could have been some frustration or whatever else, but I would have welcomed a phone call or something like that. So at any rate, I will, I'm going to post this video, obviously. I'll post a link on there. And, hope people will leave a comment and, anything. Comments about how you feel about the video I'm leaving now. Comments about the video that you saw that Mike left. And, or any comments at all. There's been comments that have been somewhat mean-spirited sometimes, but I think that there's some frustration that comes from them. So I don't even think it was really mean-spirited. People have been frustrated. They want to get their credit fixed, right? And when it doesn't happen, there's a lot of frustration that comes that happens as a result of that. People put their money on the line. They're working hard. They're doing whatever they can, and they want to get results. When it doesn't happen, there's a lot of frustration that can that can ensue. So I'm not mad at any feedback that anyone has left. I really appreciate your feedback. I appreciate the comments. I try to get to all of them as best I can. Because I appreciate the subscribers, and if you want to subscribe, I certainly welcome to that. If you don't, just coming through, that's perfectly fine too. But I really appreciate any feedback at all. So I'm going to continue to post and chronicle my experience, because again, I really hope that it can be helpful to someone else. It's too late for me. I'm in the program. I've already signed up, so hopefully it'll help somebody else along the line as they make the decision. But I'm going to let this thing run its course, and even after this 45 days have finished, and if there's been some improvement later on, I'm going to let you know about that as well. So again, I appreciate the views. Really take a look. Like the video if you feel like it's good. Maybe help kind of spread this video around so other people can see it. But I certainly appreciate your time, and all of you have a great day, or great evening.